B'siyata dishmaya, hopefully we're going to be able to go through all of Sefirat Ha'Omer according to the book Usfartem Lachem, which was written by the Matok MiDvash. Zchuto yagen aleinu v'akol Yisrael, amen. B'ezrat Hashem, getting started. Every single day will be broken up to a few different categories. The idea is to conquer every single middah through all of the forms of work that we can find. So if we have a few meditations, usually 3 meditations between man and God, 3 meditations or 3 practices between man and his fellow man, and then you have a part of your body that is connected to that middah, and you have a time that is connected to that middah, and then you have one of the acquisitions of the Torah that will help us get through everything in order to prepare to be fitting vessels to receive the light of Shavuot and the light of the Torah. So to get started, Yom Echad LaOmer. Today is one day to the Omer, Chesed sh'bChesed. Ben Adam LaMakom, between man and God. Should contemplate in your consciousness on the Chesed of Hashem Yitbarach, how much He does good for His creations as a whole and with you specifically, and bring to your heart that you're not worthy for all of this Chesed of Hashem. You're not even fitting to receive all of this. Even though that's the case, that you might not be fitting, you might not be worthy to receive gifts from Hashem, Hashem, out of His great kindness and His great loving compassion, still does free love for us and free Chesed, free gifts for us all the time. From this you should be taken back, and you should have immense love for Hashem. And that way you will be receiving and comprehending the middah of Chesed, which is great love, by way of the middah of Chesed itself, is the fact that Hashem does Chesed with us. So by contemplating on the Chesed physically that Hashem does, we'll come to more love with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, we have the second meditation between Ben Adam and Makom, v'chen al yedei itpa'aluto ve'avato et haborei yitbarach, by way of you being so startled by the love and the amount of love that you have to Hashem Yitbarach, you will require in your soul liot mitchased im kono, to go above and beyond with your master. Meaning everything that you have to do, you don't just worry about what's the actual halacha, what do I really need to do here. You look deeper and deeper. What is the best way to do it? What is the best way? Where can I go above and beyond to serve my master? You will be completing your love to Hashem, which is rooted in Chesed, by way of going above and beyond with your master, which is a middah of Chesed. The third contemplation between you and Hashem is when you come to do a Chesed, the mitzvah of Chesed, of good deeds for others. Have intention to arouse the supernal middah of Chesed up above. It will be filled up with an abundance of loving kindness to do good to the world. You will see that you are bringing down the middah of Chesed into this world by way of your actions of Chesed. Now, between man and his fellow friend, look at your friend, right, with a good eye, which is rooted in Chesed, and with love. And by way of this, you will come to judge him favorably, by way of seeing the good part in your friend. And by way of this, you are doing a Chesed with him. Specifically, if your friend himself is a Chassid, meaning he's one that goes up above the letter of the law to do Hashem's will, or Kohen, or a Kohen who's rooted in Chesed. And by way of this, you are completing the middah of Chesed, which include in it the values of love and good and the Chassid and the Kohen, with the middah of Chesed itself, which is you judging your friend favorably and finding the good in him. Second one, you should try to do good for those that sin, and to try to do Chesed for them. Not to hold their hands, God forbid, but try to do something good for them. Why? So that they will be taken back from your actions, and by way of this, they will come to recognize the greatness of the Creator, blessed be He, that He commanded us to do Chesed, to do acts of loving kindness to others. And hopefully, by way of you doing a Chesed with them, even though they're against the Torah, they will find in themselves to do tshuva. You see that you will be completing and achieving chesed with those surrounding you by way of you behaving in the middah of chesed. Third, contemplation between you and your friend. You should be willing to settle and to not be too strict on the things that you took on upon yourself that are above the letter of the law. In order that you will be able to do the mitzvah of chesed with those around you. So too, when you receive some loving kindness or you receive a favor from your friend, try to do something good for he who was giving to you. The person that's coming to do chesed for you, make it that it's not too hard for him. Right? Any chesed that you do, try to do another level of chesed there. You will be completing the middah of chesed with the middah of chesed itself, like it's brought in the book Omer Tvuna, Omer HaTenufa. Midat HaChesed BeChesed Yoreh Lanu Da'at Lavin, Ki Gam Sheitechesed Adam Im Re'u K'mitzvot HaTorah. עם כל זה אין החסד שמשתלם כי אם לפי החסד שבו, דהיינו שנותן לעני בשעת הזול או בשעת הצריך לא יותר. Basically, try to put chesed in your chesed. Try to do the good acts that you're doing in the best way possible, and then you will be boosting your chesed and doing chesed with chesed. And then when it comes to a body part, Ishtamesh b'yad yamino. Use your right hand, which is rooted in chesed. Lifol chesed, to do a chesed, like to give tzedakah to a poor person, in order to give food to a guest. B'yad yamin dafka, give it specifically with your right hand. If you have to bring your son closer or any family member closer and to give them a hug, try to do that with your right arm. You will be completing a chesed with the body part of chesed. And then time. In time we have three different parts. Try to do a chesed in the day and specifically in the morning, which are both chesed, but chesed within chesed. Second one, in Tfilat Shacharit, which was rectified by Avram Avinu, which is chesed. B'yotzer b'verchat ahava rabba, when you come to the blessings of Shema and Yotzer, ahava rabba, great love, which is rooted in chesed. And in Tfilat Shmona Esrei, in the blessing of Slach Lanu, forgive us, which is also rooted in Chesed. Shemaskir Shem Kel, whenever you mention the name Kel Aleph Lamed, which is also rooted in Chesed, like the Zohar explains, you should have intention in it. Bifrat b'tfilat shacharit, specifically in the prayers of shacharit. Whenever you say the name of Hashem, Aleph Lamed, should have extra kavanah. And the kinyan of the Torah, the acquisition of the Torah for the first day of the Omer, is betalmud.